It's a beautiful night, and I have 5 minutes until I end my night off with movies, cookies, and milk. The most sweetest way to end off a night. The sunset is gone, it's about to be midnight, and it's another night of me just working continuously. But I asked for all of this, and I have a timer on right now for the cookies, and I have 4 minutes and 47, 46, 45 seconds is counting down, obviously. Let's make this super short, super quick. Let's get this over with. And I'm going to show you my whys, my whats, and what I look for. Starting on the weekly projection, I'm bullish, great. So that those are the candles that I should be looking for on the daily and 4 hours. So when we can have a bullish day, on the 4 hour, I'm looking for the 6 a.m. to show some type of rejection or some type of expansion in that bullish direction. Now today was just beautiful. Now my first trade, I did mistakenly go against my own bias due to the fact that I emotionally thought that we were going to come back to the New York opening gap at 8:30. We didn't. And I closed it early. I saved my profit. I closed it early with 0.25% of 1%. So a quarter of 1%. And I closed it quickly because I asked myself, what am I aiming for? Why am I in a sell? Great. Cut it. Got in, how would you say, 20 minutes later, 15 minutes later, and I got my trade. Got back that easy quarter of 1% loss back plus some. From the weekly bias, daily direction, 4 hour price action, 15-minute structure, to a 5 minute entry, to a 5 minute stop loss underneath recent structure, underneath the 10 a.m. open. And I have 2 minutes and 30 seconds left. So let's do this. 4 hour, here's London, beautiful, consolidative, great. And as you zoom in here, you can see that London actually created relatively equal highs. The high in this is 492 even. The high in this is 492 even. I'm going to highlight this for you right here, if it lets me. There. Look at the high, 492 even, 492 even. That's beautiful. We have buy side liquidity. What should be collected from London? The sell side. Everyone understands there should be a deep low when it comes to the daily Judas swing. I need to see London swing deeply underneath previous day's current low. How do I identify that? Well, it's super simple. This is all that I do. I need London to reject this. Now, New York Open doesn't really have to swing that low. Is it beautiful that it does? Yes. But I need to pay more attention to how 8:30, 9:30 participates. And Price gave his hand to me. I got a minute and 14 seconds left. Price gave his hand to me by the amount of expansion that we had in the 6 a.m. Open. And I have my best trades after 10. So the only thing that I'm going to look for is, can we displace through the 10 a.m. Open? Let's hurry up and go to the 15 because I have a minute left. The timer's going to go off. You're probably going to hear it. The 10 a.m. Open is here. Great. What does 10 a.m. collect? What does 10 a.m. respect? The 10 a.m. is respecting this order block here, because this is just a small change of state of delivery here. We also expand over high of the most recent structure. This high was not disrespected until here. This is why I call this an order block. Timer's going to go off. 20 seconds. I'm just going to go ahead and cut that. so I don't have any bad frequency within my video. Let me also take this away just so you can see. 10 a.m. open. So this is the comeback. This is how I look at this. This is the Judas swing of 10 a.m. Great. What are we collecting? We're collecting these relatively equal highs here. Yes, I know that this one is a lot higher, but they're relative. And if you look at the close of the price, it also respected this candle. We displaced over this high, which is the most recent structure. So if you look at the structure here, there's a high, there's a low. Look at this. The high, we don't have a high. It's all the way up here. So as we, how would you say, expand through this or displace through this, we're also respecting the most recent structure. Great. That structure that was, I almost lost my train of thought there. I'm just going to come back to simplicity. This was the Judas swing. Great. We close above the 10 a.m. open. Great. Can we continue to respect that? Now, what I will do is take this high here of what has expanded above the 10 a.m. open. Now this is the order block. Some people might take the entire thing, right? For me, I'm taking the mean threshold of it. I really don't want it to be disrespected. I don't want it to be ran through. I don't want it to be played with multiple wicks. I just wanted it to be respected and run away. The more that price dances on that line, the more emotional that I get, and I don't trust my sense of price action or my capabilities of reading price action. So now that I know what I'm looking for, I need to see a sense of respect from these price points. So I have the close of this, and I have the mean threshold of this wick. And if we go down to the 5, maybe the 1 as well. And this is exactly where I got in at. I got in on this wick. I did not want to wait for the fair value gap entry because I just watched the 2024 Michael Stusdell video for his son, whatever you want to call it. I just watched that, and he showed price not even engaging to the fair value gap, and I didn't want to make the same mistake in waiting too long. So I got in early. I got in, I'm just going to say on this wick because I also don't have my TradeZilla open again because it doesn't matter. I got in early. My stop loss was underneath this counter here. Yes, it could be underneath the structure. Yes, it could be underneath the breaker. I still would have been good, but that's where I felt safe. Because if you look at the whole entire structure, the mean threshold is here. And great, if I can have something underneath the mean threshold, great, because I'm not expecting price to run that low anyway. That's where I got in at. And I was a little skeptical due to the fact that I did think price was actually going to run back down to the open of the 830 price here because there was a gap there. But I held my bias for bullishness. And if you look at price, open, great, down to manipulation, thank you, Joshua. And price just runs, and yes, I was aiming for a daily distribution, but as soon as we had this pullback, I was like, I'm not really sure now, due to the fact that I saw this sense of price action. And I definitely got out. I don't think I got out this high. I actually think I got out closer to this breaker here, but it was farther in time. Because as soon as I saw price displace lower than this, and then I'm also going to copy and paste, and also once I saw this be broken. I was like, I'm out of price. I don't like it. And I got out. And overall, I believe it was like a low 2%. Because I got out somewhere in this area. And it was like right before 2 o'clock, right? And then I was like, I should hold it because I follow along from the 6 a.m. to the 10 a.m. continuation. I know 2 p.m. usually stretches a little bit more to the distribution area that I like to target. And yes, price did reach distribution as calculated from the tool. And as you see, we had a beautiful pullback down. Beautiful. And then yes, price continued higher. So now what? That was all. That was it. That's all that I look for. Weekly direction, daily price action, as in how are we closing, what are we rejecting from, what are we reaching for, where's liquidity on the daily. You have 4-hour solidification of price action. If you're watching the continuation from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. and from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., that's what I look for. And 15-minute structure, as in what do we look for on the 15? This is where order blocks become so simplistic. Can we respect this candle? Great. Then you go down to a lower time frame, and even if you go to the 2, I don't know why I prefer the 2, but I do. And look at this here. That was nice. That's my opinion. And also you have this here, also just beautiful. After we collect sell side, we displace higher. We didn't take out a high, but we did displace away from sell side liquidity and the manipulation area from the tool. There's a gap there. Continue higher. Hold it even more here. Hold it again here. Where should your stop loss be? Underneath this structure. Did you get tagged out? Possibly. It's a beautiful pullback. This is lunchtime pullback. And I just remembered that this video can't be too long because I have cookies in the oven. So hopefully you found this very simplistic, insightful, and useful. Please continue trading. And please continue to change for the better. Cheers.